What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Raymond Taco Forever. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm back with another video. Before I get into that video, I want to remind everyone that I leave a link to a different playlist in the every description box. Take a moment to click on those links, run the views up, run the thumbs up, run the comments up, and if you feel the need to share the playlist, feel free to share the playlist. If you like my channel and find my content useful, take a moment to subscribe and turn on post bell notifications. That way YouTube will notify you every time I upload a video. Today I'm about to the story time, and today's story time is the Annex jail lied to me. The Annex jail lied to me. You know, I was in the process of getting transferred from a temporary jail to another jail. You know, they were sending me to a whole other city to a jail here in Virginia. Um, Here in Virginia, every city has their own jail. Every city in Virginia has their own city jail, and the particular city I was in, that particular jail is a temporary jail. They get you classified and they send you to another jail. You know, and while dressing out back into my street clothes to get transferred to the new jail, the COs tell me all your property, your family have 30 days to come pick up. I'm like, what? Yeah, they say due to COVID, when COVID was going on, they started a rule that you can't bring contraband from one jail to another. So meaning my cell phones, my iPad, all that somebody had to come pick up from the jail. Only thing they allowed me to take with was my clothes. That's it. So my iPhone 15 Pro Max, my iPhone 14 Pro Max, my wallet, all of that stayed at the temporary jail, the Annex jail, while I went to the new jail. You know, I asked her to make a phone call, so I can call around and see who I can get to come pick it up. When they denied me, they had a bunch of excuses about me making that call, and a couple other people raising their hand about not being able to make the call as well. I just bust out crying. You know what I mean? Just thinking about it. An iPad that costs over $500, iPhone 15 Pro Max that costs $1,000, iPhone 14 Pro Max that was $1,000. That's almost $3,000 in merchandise that I'm just gonna lose. That gonna get donated to a shelter if I can't find nobody to pick it up within the 30-day time frame they gave my family to come pick it up. You know, so when I got to the new jailhouse in a whole other city, that's why I want to call her home, and trying to get things set up. Come to find out, you know, they didn't notify, they didn't alert, they didn't call to let nobody know that I told them to call to let know that they got 30 days to pick my stuff up. Everybody that I called on the phone, I know the jail didn't call me. I'm looking like, so why would they tell me they're gonna call your family and say, hey, so and so was transferred to another jail. Now we give you guys 30 days to come pick up your stuff, or we're gonna donate it to the shelter in the area. You know what I mean? Nobody knew nothing about that conversation until I got to the new jail. You know, now I'm really confused, like, wow, so they just lied to people out the blue. You know what I mean? They had me in the mindset that they were probably lying when they're saying that you can't take stuff from one jail to the other jail, because if I found out this was a lie, this could be a lie also. You know, I think like that. You know what I mean? That's the kind of world we live in. People that really don't care about doing their job, or doing their job when they're here, or behind on work, and want to take shortcuts out of stuff just because of results. Like, I had a lot of important things that I could not afford to lose. You know what I mean? My business phone, my personal phone, and my iPad, where I make all my YouTube content on. I couldn't afford to lose that. I didn't want to lose that. That's a lot to shake back from, to have to buy again. iPads are not cheap. iPhones are not cheap as well. You know, so I'm like, I was lost for words to find out that the phone call was never made to the 3 numbers that I gave them to contact to pick my stuff up. That had me looking confused like a nut. Like, I was raising hell, cussing them out of my head, even knowing that won't do me no good because I'm not at that particular jail anymore. But just the fact that you lied to me in my face, that you looked me in my eyes and told me a complete lie, that's what hurt it the most. When someone can look at you in your eyes and lie to you like it's nothing, that's a dangerous person. That's someone you don't need to trust. And these COs knowing this is my first time in jail in Virginia, and yet you turn it into a bad experience as much as possible. You know, so I was like, wow. But, you know, it had me lost for word. It really had me lost for word. Like that had me nervous. What other lies gonna get told to me while incarcerated here in Virginia? You know, I was over it. I was over it that quick. I was over it. Like I was over it. You know, but I want to share that story time with y'all. You know, like I said, I have a lot of videos coming about different things that went on while I was incarcerated for those 5 months. I turned 5 months in jail into almost 300 videos. So I got enough content coming to last a while. Plus all them dating stories I didn't finish telling about the different women I would date before I got locked up. So I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of content already lined up. I just gotta make the videos. Boy, my shout out video the last Sunday in October. Y'all tell me how you feel about this situation in the comments, and I will give you a shout out. My shout out video the last Sunday in October. If you like this video, take a moment to subscribe and turn on post bell notifications. That way YouTube notify you every time I upload a video. I do leave a link to a different playlist in every description box. Take a moment to click on those links, run the views up, run the thumbs up, run the comments up. And if you feel the need to share the playlist, feel free to share the playlist out, you know. And I'll see y'all in my next video.